Alô a todos que nos acompanham no canal Japa Rico, como sempre transmitindo diretamente de Hong Kong. Hoje vamos dar continuidade à série Japa Rico reagindo a outros traders, então vamos falar sobre o trader Nick. E sem mais nem menos, vamos começando.
Hey traders, welcome back to another Sunday video where we talk
Legal.
trading setups for the week ahead. And speaking of, Tuesday we have CPI, so mark your calendars, that will likely be a pretty...
Lembrando para vocês que isso foi publicado um dia atrás e hoje, agora é terça-feira, exatamente quando teremos os dados do CPI.
market moving day, whether you're trading currency pairs, gold, indices, whatever you're trading, CPI will likely rock the markets as everyone is wanting to know what the latest inflation figure is like.
Verdade, muita gente quer saber, inclusive nós, né, aqui do canal.
Or is actually coming out to be. I am still long S&P 500. I've got both my positions, VOO, by the way, and S&P. They're both the same thing. They're just ETFs that track the S&P 500. So you can see this is my other position, VOO.
Ele está comprado no S&P 500.
And SPY, which I got at the very beginning of November. Now, I just want to clarify something. People might look at that and say, well, Nick, you must be a really long-term swing trader. And the answer is I actually am really not usually that long-term. It's just that this trade has been going on and I have trailed my stop. If you're familiar with my style, I like to trail stop behind market structure. And every time market structure has formed, it's rallied from there, right? So you can see there's been many times where I have actually trailed a stop off of the 4-hour chart and it just kept going and going and going.
Legal.
And just to plug the VIP group, I did share all of this trade inside of the group for members. If you're not already in there,
agora ele tá fazendo sales pitch, né? Tá querendo vender o peixe dele.
There's going to be a promo code and link down below in the description. We have traders from all over the world discussing trading setups, ideas, and of course, we also share our trades in detail. So this S&P trade has been recorded from the very beginning inside of the group. Now, let me also point out and be transparent about this. I also share losing trades as well. I actually had a silver position.
Isso aqui é interessante, né? Que aqui no canal Japa Rico a gente mostra todas as operações ao vivo, também as operações que perdemos, assim como as que ganhamos, tá tudo ao vivo aqui.
This week, this past week that did not go well. I entered into the market at what I thought was a key.
Isso aí a gente chama de transparência. Então aqui no canal Japa Rico também temos bastante transparência, assim como o trader Nick está mostrando.
Price broke through it
no canal
and
dele.
Completely fell apart. This week, I'm watching gold and silver as possible new trades to add to the account. So I'll be watching that closely and share any updates within the VIP group.
Lembrando para vocês que no gold eu já tinha previsto aquela queda, né, que aconteceu. E isso antes de acontecer, já tinha falado para vocês, e agora vocês constataram que realmente o ouro está caindo.
Again, if you would like to join the VIP group, there is a link and promo code down below in the description for YouTube subscribers to get an extra discount off of the membership. Okay, so game plan for this week with CPI around the corner. I want to talk a little bit about this S&P position. Again, key idea here is if price breaks support, I'm out of there, right? I'm going to trail my stop and take profits. But if it breaks...
Importante aqui que ele está falando, trail stop, né? E ele vai se quebrar aqui esse suporte, ele vai fechar a posição.
Breaks and continues higher, which it does look like it wants to do. It's very close to the upper limits of this range. Then my goal will be to watch for a breakout, watch for a higher low, and I'll trail a stop even tighter on this position. So that's the S&P update for those of you guys who are trading that one alongside me. I know a lot of members are watching that as well. Let's get on to the big story here right now, which is gold. Now,
vamos ver se no gold ele tem a mesma opinião que eu, né? Se ele acha que vai continuar caindo ou não.
Last week was absolutely crazy on gold. We saw price open up on Sunday and trade to a new all-time high, smashing all the way through to 2150, just barely missed 2150, at least on Oanda's exchange. And you can see price just completely got hammered back down all week long. Now, let me be still transparent. I also tried to buy the gold market over here. And that totally did not work. You can see I tried to catch that support level off of the 4-hour chart. It looked decent at the time. And
aí ele tentou pegar aqui, ele tentou comprar. Se ele tivesse usado o PVCRA, ele já veria que aqui, com volume notável, já indicaria que isso aqui seria uma venda. Então ele não teria comprado se ele utilizasse PVCRA. Mas eu tô vendo que ele nem usa o volume, né? Então não teria como ele ver PVCRA, não tá nem usando o volume.
2020, I got smoked on that one. I took a small loss. But anyways, we
Ele teve uma perda pequena aqui.
now are entering into an area where I'm curious to watch how price reacts. I liked the way that this trend line was holding structure so well off the daily chart, and the fact that it kind of broke that on Friday has me a little skeptical on trying to just jump into a gold long.
Ele tá desenhando isso aqui, e isso aqui a gente não faz desse modo, né? Em PVSRA a gente não faz desse modo.
But I do acknowledge that we're at a round number play. 2000 looks really, really strong. And I'd like to see if it can hold support looking left. So in terms of a bias for this week, I want to take a look at the edge finder and see what is going on with gold. And you can see gold actually no longer has that bullish reading that we had last week. So I don't really think I'm going to just jump into a gold long. Now I'm watching for it, but one thing that's sketchy is we'll have to take a look at the commitment of traders data together, but that one is keeping me a little bit on the sidelines. COT data was not particularly favorable, I guess, for gold this
Não conheço esse A1 Edge Finder, não conheço isso.
week. And so let me see if I can show you this in more detail. So we'll go over to COT data.
Mas enfim, eu queria falar para vocês o seguinte, né? Se vocês utilizam Client Sentiment, e lembrando para vocês que é totalmente gratuito lá no Daily FX, então tem aquela parte de Client Sentiment, o sentimento dos clientes. Isso aqui é um bom indicador que vocês podem utilizar, a gente sempre utiliza aqui no canal também. Voltando aqui para o Trader Nick.
And there is something worth mentioning here for sure. So the COT net positioning, this is their overall holdings, the non-commercials from institutional levels. So what we can see here is that clearly gold is still a favorite overall, US dollar, etc. On the weak side, we have Swiss franc, Japanese yen, CAD, Aussie, Kiwi. But let me point something out to you.
Nossa, lembrando que aqui é interessante, aqui a Nikkei, ó, JP225, que é o Nikkei Index, tem bastante instituições fazendo hold,
Guys,
long, né, posições de compra.
I make this point often, but net positioning is a very long-term and slow indicator.
Sim, porque isso aqui é posições a longo prazo
This
mesmo.
might be a great bullish signal for gold, and actually it's been at this same like spot on the non-commercial net positioning. It's been in this same area. It's been on the right side of this screen for like a year and a half. Now that's been a wonderful long-term signal, but if you're more of a trader like most of us are, this second table, this is where you want to be. The money flow table here will show you week to week what the latest money moves from institutional money were. That is so much more valuable because, again, it's a more shorter term signal than something super long term like their just general net positioning. So what I want to point out is that gold did see a slight increase. SPX saw an increase. Silver,
Então ele acha que isso aqui é melhor porque é mais pelo weekly basis, né, baseado por semana.
Euro, yeah.
E outro que ele tinha mostrado agora há pouco é mais para tempos, time frames maiores.
The Nikkei, the dollar saw actually increase.
Então seria que, eu acho que o que ele mostrou antes seria mais para position, isso aqui mais para weekly, né,
Kiwi,
para swings.
Aussie, pound, and look at the Dow. Dow had a 18% shift in the bullish direction. That is massive.
Lembrando para vocês que a US 30, que é a Dow, a gente já tinha falado também sobre essa long position, né, sobre as possibilidades de compra. A gente tinha falado aqui durante as lives para membros aqui no canal.
Again, that kind of gives me a little bit more confirmation about staying bullish indices for time being, right? But again, that is a pretty strong signal there. So when we go back to the top setups page, again, these are the things that, generally speaking, I'm going to be more bullish on. So I like still the NASDAQ, I like the Dow, and the S&P 500 is getting a +4. But with these other two, they're all three are cousins. With them getting bullish readings, I'm going to stay bullish S&P as well.
Eu já descobri, agora eu vi depois disso, tem um sales pitch aqui, ele tenta vender esse, como se diz? Esse Edge Finder, ele está tentando vender esse produto, então eu não vou colocar aqui, mas eu vou só falar o seguinte, em vez de você ficar comprando esses produtos, é melhor você pegar gratuitamente, no Daily FX tem o Client Sentiment, que é bem melhor que isso aqui, eu acho, porque além de ser gratuito, a gente sabe que funciona, que a gente sempre usa aqui no canal também, então façam isso, beleza? Não gostei muito desse vídeo do Trader Nick, vou ver se tem algum outro material melhor, então caso vocês queiram que eu analise mais sobre o Trader Nick, escrevam aqui, caso vocês tenham outros traders, ou brasileiros, ou americanos, ou de outro país que vocês queiram que eu analise, coloque aqui também, beleza? Então é isso aí, obrigado e vejo vocês na próxima. Tchau!